guys, welcome to this YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about 5 ways you can earn more money without quitting your 9 to 5. I know there's always this contention between, that your 9 to 5 is not there to support you. If you want to start a business, it's not going to make you enough money. You need to quit and you need to start something on your own, become your own boss. But on this channel, I'm not so sure of that opinion. On this channel, I believe that your 9 to 5 can fund your way. You can fund you to become a sustainable business owner, to become a sustainable, your side hustle becomes sustainable, or to what you want to do becomes sustainable, right? So that's what I believe, and that's what I share on this channel. Today I'm going to be sharing 5 ways you can earn more money. You can make more money without quitting your 9 to 5, right? While you're still in your 9 to 5, I think that there are ways to earn more money, right? Number one thing I'm going to talk about is freelancing your professional skills. And there's this false perception your 9 to 5 gives you, which is that you are so indispensable and there is nothing that's going to happen to you. But when you leave and you enter into the job market, you kind of see there's a different perception around your skills. Let me use an example. I'm a researcher, right? So I do research on social behavioral ideas, right? Why people do what they do and why they don't do what they do, right? And most times, if you are doing that routinely day to day, you think that that's all there is to about it. But there are actually more things about this research. There are new ways of doing research. There are better ways of doing research. But if you are kind of in an organization, you sometimes feel like that's the only way of doing it. And when you finally quit, or when you come out into the world, you find out that things have moved on, right? Beyond how your organization does things. And that's why sometimes when people leave the organization and enter into the job market, it seems like they struggle to find the right fit. But that's not what I'm talking about here today. What to talk about is to freelance your professional skills. It will help you fine-tune it. It will help you become a better person. It will help you become more marketable. This is, if you are doing research, find someone that you can, help write their proposal. Not necessarily to pay you, but to also learn, right? Well, I'm saying earn more money. But you do not start off with the intention to make money out of it. It's to see how other people are thinking about the same idea beyond your organization. Because most times, organizations have ways of doing something. So freelance your professional skills. Teach someone, and that's the thing about working in an organization. There are so many skills you have beyond just what you are doing daily. It could be how you manage. Example, if you're a finance person, you help a business owner create a finance template, right? Create how they can do their profit and loss margin, how they can do their depreciables and things like that. You help them create that template. And then the beautiful thing about online, you can create these templates on Seller, use it for one business owner, put the link in your bio in your social media, and people can find those links, right? You can do ads maybe create one single post, get the person to give you a review, and create one single post on that, and maybe do an ad on it, and you're just moving on with your life. It has nothing to do with anything. Find out what is it about your skill you are going to be able to monetize that's going to pay you, right? And these days, the conversation is really about not necessarily a service-based business. Don't try to find a skill that you will be required to be present there while delivering on it. An example is this finance example I use now. Don't try to say that what you are going to monetize is you go to the person's business and figure out their assets and then help them organize it into an income statement sheet or a balance sheet or something like that. That will require you taking out your time, and that's where most employers have issues with. What if you, instead of having to be present there, you create a course, record yourself on your phone and then upload it on Seller. Seller is a platform that helps creators to sell their products or their courses, right? And then that's what you sell. Productize your knowledge. As professionals, we have multiple skills, whether it's how to speak, whether it's how to network, whether it's how to secure a deal, whether there's nobody that has been working a 9 to 5 for like 3 to 5 years that can monetize up to 3 to 5 skills. Sit down today, think about it. Right? What are the 3 to 5 things that you do daily that you can teach somebody? Don't try to do it one-on-one. Try to package it into a product and sell it. sell it. That's a way, right? So when I say freelancing, it's not just that you will now on Saturdays or Sunday after work you are looking for the business owner you're going to go and do this thing for. You will be worn out, you will be wearied out, and you will not find it sustainable. And at the end of the day, start asking yourself, why am I even doing all these things, right? So find a way to productize it. You can go on Google and search how to use Seller. It will tell you how to record your courses, how to upload your courses, so when the person sees the first session, the person will see the second session, and you teach it like you wouldn't be there when the person is doing it. If you're able to communicate it that if somebody watches the video, they get it, you try it out with somebody. If they watch it, did they get it? That's it, right? So freelancing, freelance your professional skill is the easiest way. By the time this year ends, try to find 3 to 4 things that your knowledge, something you can teach somebody back and forth that the person will get it. Let me also tell you the thing about freelancing and about sharing your information online. There's this, and I see it on especially some of these platforms that have, on TikTok, an example, I want to use TikTok for an example, and on Facebook, there's this conversation around how people who do, I know there are dubious people who do classes, right, and they do courses and they will market it and they'll tell you all the 100 things you will learn, and when you open the course, you're not learning anything. There is that, right? But there's this delusion that if you buy one course for 5,000 naira, that is going to teach you everything you need to know about that idea. That's not true. And that's also what prevents people from sharing their ideas in forms of courses. That's not true. Anybody that buys a 5,000 naira course and expects they are going to learn something that you have known for 3 to 5 years is delusional, and that shouldn't be your target customer, right? What you should teach is something that moves people up the ladder. Let's give a typical example. If I wanted to learn about e-commerce business and I see somebody running a program for 30,000 naira, how do I think that if I implement everything that person says, I'll be able to make 10 million naira, 10 million US dollars by the time the year ends? They are going to move you up the ladder. You will learn 1, 2, 3, 4 things that you can implement to get your business going. And that business might be able to make, let's say, 500,000 naira. Right? It will get you up the ladder, because that's the challenge professionals see, especially when they are bashing people that are doing courses, is that they're not teaching me enough things. People have weird expectations about what to learn. So if you're also going to do a course, I think you should be clear about the expectations. And then people largely do not read. There's also that, right? So you're never going to teach somebody the entire thing. There's no way that your 5 years experience on bookkeeping, you can teach it all at once in one sitting or in 3 to 5 classes. You are only empowering the person up the ladder. The person is going to learn maybe 3 to 5 things, and that's also the issue. People overpromise. They see a long list of all the things you tell people they are going to learn. Don't overpromise. Rather, you under-promise and over-deliver. That's the way to have the best customers. Tell them they're going to learn 3 things. At the end of the day, add 2 bonus classes at the end. That's 5 things. Don't say they're going to learn 5 and deliver only on 1. And tell them that the other ones, they need to upgrade. Don't do that, right? So I've already told you how to do a course here, which is under-promise, over-deliver. Start with low courses. Don't be scared. There's this cancel culture and this bullying of people who productize their knowledge online that I've seen on TikTok a lot, which is wrong, right? You can never learn what I have taken 10 years to learn in a 5,000 naira course. Even if I try to put all the information there, you will not be able to sit through and learn it. Let's tell ourselves the honest truth. So don't be bullied into saying, let me start my own. No. Productize your knowledge. Say you will learn 3 things. Find the right way to find a good pricing structure for it. And you know the rule with pricing. The higher you price it, the less you filter out people that will give you trouble. But that's that. Number 2, teach a skill you already have. Don't try to learn something new to teach. Teach what you already have, what you are comfortable with. Look at if you say you don't, look at your job description. What is one thing? Maybe even go to AI, put your job description on AI and say, what is out of all this your job description? What is one of these things that people are willing to pay me money for? It will tell you what it is. And then you ask yourself, okay, what are the 5 things I know about this thing that if I tell somebody it will help the person? Then in your course, promise 3 and give 5. That's how you under promise, over deliver everybody have win-win, right? Teach a skill you already have, use Zoom, record your courses, package it into Seller. That's a way to make money. And then one other thing, the thing with this is now that there are two things. You're a professional, you have your 9 to 5. Now you are likely to earn income from other sources. There's this balance between that, oh, this is not really my source of income, I wouldn't pay attention to it, and the balance of how come I'm not already making money out of it? That I've done the course, how come it's not making money? There's also the thing about the marketing, the whole, now you're not a business owner. No matter, you're not a freelance, you're not a business owner, you have to market your course, you have to get to the right people, and you have to convince them to buy, you have to learn how to sell your courses. There's also that, right? So it's not just packaging your course as a thing, you find the right way to get it to the right people. Marketing is let the right people see your product. People are always going to buy. People are always going to buy. People are always going to buying is solving an immediate problem. Think about it. So that's also what tells you, if people now see your course, if 1,000 people, they say if 1,000 people sees your course and nobody buys, maybe they don't have that issue, right? Maybe you should try another issue. But there's that conversation, right? The third one is, what I had here is kind of like, if it depends on, this is applicable if you are Gen Z, I'm not sure what Gen Z bracket is currently now, but if you are tech savvy, there's someone on YouTube called The Sanchez. If you're into business and you follow most of these business, I don't want to call them business gurus online, Alex Hormozi, Leila Hormozi, Cody Sanchez, Diary of a CEO. If you watch that thing, Cody Sanchez, you know, the principal thing behind her business is that she finds existing businesses that do not have technology or socials to scale up, and she buys those businesses, or she buys part of those businesses and scales them. That's the entire thing she's doing, and that's what you can start doing, right? I know what I had here was try to do social media for local businesses. Most times I wouldn't do that, right? I wouldn't do that, but it depends on what your interest is. If your interest is really that, then you should do it. If you are really good with social media, you can go to restaurants around you and tell them you can help them run a campaign. You design a campaign for them, you help them shoot it, and they pay you. That's that, right? But you can also, your interest can also be maybe not social media, maybe something else, like teach them how to teach that business something. Most necessarily with social media, it can be help them develop the strategy, but you're not the one implementing it. You will get somebody else to implement it, right? Teach a business something. This one will not require you spending your time, right? The first one I thought was productizing your knowledge. This requires you investing time into that business, right? Number 4th way is e-commerce. E-commerce is e-commerce, right? E-commerce or drop shipping. But what I would say about this, if you're a professional and if you're upper there, is not to try to do e-commerce drop shipping. I discourage that. There's a lot of all these people that are printing thousands of receipts and showing you their house that is filled with packaged things. Things are not always what they seem, right? Trust me. What I would think you should do is, I wouldn't say become an influencer, is to review what you have in your home, right? Review the things that you have around you and talk about how, you know, how it's contributing to your life from your own perspective. Most times it's like we lose the what social media or what socials is about. It means that I have this phone, right? How I use it and how it improves my life as a professional is different from how it helps a business owner. It's different from how it helps a lawyer. It's different from how it helps somebody working in banking. But we all need that story. We're all interested in it. We're all interested in how you are able to use your calendar differently as a lawyer. We're interested in that. I would watch that video, right? So I feel like that's the right aspect to it, not necessarily. And then yeah, the angle to it is that you are reviewing iPhone. Yeah, they could message you with a box for things to review if you build your following. You could also review clothes, the clothes you are wearing, how you dress as a lawyer. Those people can send you clothes, but you can also partner with this, or depending on the scale of the business. So let's say this clothes is from my brand, Glory & Co. Let's say you buy this clothes and you wore it to a court session. I'm not sure why I'm referencing lawyers. You wore it for something, a presentation, you really love how you feel wearing it, and you have some sort of good following and people are enjoying your content, and you talk about how you felt, how you turned heads and things like that, and you will message the brand. You have this video, you message the brand that you would like to have, you are going to bring your people to come and buy this clothes, and you want to have a percentage of it. Any good business owner that knows that you are going to bring, if 50 people is going to buy this piece of dress, right, and you will take 5% of it, do you think that any business owner wouldn't appreciate that idea? Than you doing e-commerce, doing dropshipping and stressing yourself. This is your life, this is what you have bought, this is what you are using, right? I've used an example of this clothes from the Glory & Co. And you say that, which business owner that if you are going to bring at least 50 customers, you want to take 5 to 10%, will be open to that? Everyone will be open to that, and you're not stressed. So how you felt wearing it, and I think this is what becoming an influencer is, right? But not intentionally doing it as an influencer, because there's also that pressure that influencers deal with. I don't know, but there's that. So you are reviewing things that give you joy, things that you like, and if people are interested in it, you get them a deal to buy it. I think that's a way professionals can earn more money. Number 5 is offer consultations. Consultation is really beautiful. And you know the big 5s, what they offer is consultation. They come and tell you what to do, but they are not there to implement it for you. That's how they make their money. So you can do that, right? Brand yourself as someone that offers consultation or mentorship. Right, mentorship is most times are free. Some people do paid mentorship, but consultation is you come and look at a business, you come and look at an organization that those skills you already have, and you come and point and tell them, do this based on my years of experience. If you do this, you have done this, it's work. I've done that, it work. I've done this, it's work. Do this. You are likely to get this type of result. You've consulted them. They've sought your opinion about an issue which you experienced it. That's what consultation is. And you can package that, and whether on your professional platforms or on LinkedIn, and you'll be amazed at it. If you say you're offering social media consultation for free, right? I'm sure 5 to 10 people will message you. After 5 to 10 people, you cannot decide to monetize it, right? Think about it, right? So these are ways to earn money that is low pressure, you're not putting yourself under undue pressure to start a business, to start, taking out part of your income to do something that you don't really want to do, right? That's it. But then that also doesn't mean that if you're interested in doing business, you shouldn't do business. If it's something you're passionate about, you should do a business for sure. And you can still keep your 9 to 5 without putting your 9 to 5, and you have that. So I've shared 5 practical ways that I think professionals can earn extra income without putting their 9 to 5, without being under undue pressure. Let me know which one you want to try out, and let me know which one you want me to share ways on how I'm practically doing it. Let me know, and I will see you in the comment section. See you on the next video.